Welcome, welcome.
Yeah. That's
Is-
just,
is-
that, or is
It
that, or is
says
that?
you have to speak in favor.
It's just Miriam's sign says here with the French.
Thank you for coming.
So I watched it.
Good morning, good morning. That's funny.
Yeah.
You can have it now. It's part of your speaker's toolbox. If you want another one, there's more in the back. Good morning. Thank you for coming. It's an amazing story.
I have the crap. I can't That's a good crap. Yeah, my mom just brought that into the.
No rush, no rush. You guys are amazing. You're early. So, good morning. And first of all, I'm just so honored for all of you to be here. We have some amazing topics to talk about. Many of you got here early. This is just amazing. It's a topic that's truly dear to my heart. And I believe that anybody who opts to be an educator by default is an amazing person. So clap it up for yourself already. The goal of this presentation, of this workshop, is to further empower us for how we can use our voice, our presence, and our message to improve student learning, classroom culture, and our own ability to communicate. So, are we still in the right room? Are we still, everybody ready to get big? All right, excellent, excellent, excellent. So, is it okay if I start off with a little story? Is that all right? It's a nice crowd. It's a very gentle crowd.
What if we said no?
If we said, change your plans, we're doing something new.
Plan B.
So, I remember it like it was yesterday. The plane landed, the doors opened, and the heat hit me. I was in Chennai, India. For me and my fiance, this was a dream come true. We always wanted to live, teach abroad. So we did what any couple would do on their first day here. We woke up at 5 in the morning. We had meetings the next day, but we wanted to get up real early to do some yoga at the beach. So we got our mats and we got our bags. And you know, we were expecting yoga on the beach. That's what we wanted. We got something a little bit different. So as we put down our mat, Danita put down her mat. We sat down. I felt the beautiful sun. I felt the wind. I heard the birds chirp. Then out of nowhere to my left, I hear this rustling noise. I see a man digging. And I look and I see a man digging a hole. I'm shocked. I'm stunned. There's not many times I'm speechless, but in this moment, I was speechless. Then from there, he decides to step over the hole, get into a squatting position, and go to the bathroom. I look back at Danita, still stunned, speechless. We're not saying anything. We knew it was time to go home. So we grabbed our bags, folded up our mat, and started walking up the street back to our house. An older gentleman in spiritual clothing, long beard. He was dressed like a guru. He walks over to me, puts his hand on my shoulder, and says, "Son, you are unique, just like everyone else." Hold on, I'm unique just like everyone else. So now I just saw a man defecate right next to me. I'm getting advice from a guru. I don't really know what it means. We were stunned, we were shocked. I was completely out of my comfort zone. I knew that from this point on, I was going to have to figure things out. Life took on a new level of excitement. I knew I was exactly where I was supposed to be. Ladies and gentlemen, for this workshop, we are going to step out of our comfort zones and see how we can truly maximize our voice. Are you with me?
Yes!
So I got something, that was pretty good. All right, so that was pretty good. So, Just so we're clear. Just so we're clear. You know, I'm a teacher, we're all teachers, we have expectations. I have a few. They're pretty high, but I only have a few. The first one is I want us all to be open to learn, hear, and try new things. That's the goal. Just be open. Thumbs up if you think we can do that. 2, I want you to have fun. I think that the best way to learn is to have fun. Thumbs up if you think we can do that. 3, the phrase that pays is I'm here. So I'm going to ask, are you with me? When I make certain points or if I've been talking for more than a minute or so, I'm going to ask, are you with me? And then you reply, I'm here. Why do I say the phrase I'm here? I think that I'm here is an extremely powerful confidence-building affirmation that we can use. I think that when we speak and communicate, our ability to be present in the moment is the most powerful thing. Are you with me?
I'm here.
That was pretty good. That was pretty good. I'm going to ask, you know I was going to ask again. I'm going to ask again. Are you with me?
I'm here.
Excellent. Thank you very much. So let's continue to proceed. When we talk about inspiration, a lot of you signed up. We saw about inspiring students. Very powerful to inspire that inquiry in our students. I found it to be very difficult to inspire people if we ourselves are not inspired. Many times we focus so much on doing for the children that we forget to work on those skills and those abilities and capacities within ourselves. So I was inspired. Can you turn and talk to an elbow partner for 30 seconds, maybe about the last time you was inspired? I just shared my story of when I was on the beach, and I didn't know that that man going to the bathroom next to me was a sign, was an inspirational factor for me to step out of my comfort zone. I didn't know. But I believe if we're looking for it, it's all around us. So get to know the person next to you. 30 seconds, talk about a time when you were last inspired. One or two volunteers who would like to share the last time they were inspired. Thank you.
I was just going to say that on Saturday, one of my high school swimmers came in on his own to swim in practice. And, you know, I'm moving between kids all the time in the pool, and, you know, one class I might not get to somebody, but all of a sudden I looked at him, and this was a kid who could barely blow bubbles last year. And this year, he is swimming a beautiful freestyle and a beautiful breaststroke. And I was just like, that's why I do this. It's because kids, they succeed. And it was just really, yeah, I'm going to keep doing this. Sometimes I feel like I'm at the pool and all I do is keep swimming all day. But nobody ever died not knowing that play basketball, so I'm gonna keep doing what I keep doing.
Let's clap it up for Ms. Donna. And as Ms. Donna said, she was inspired by witnessing the students' growth, witnessing the students' success. Excellent. Do we have another person? Yes, thank you.
Even before we started this, I just came in and sat by her side and said, I'm so much inspired by the energy that she has. When she's in the booth, when she gets things done, when she gets the kids to move, then I know she'll say, and I told her I wish I was 1 month of fish that would be in the water at some point of time, but her energy. I said this even before we started it. She did.
What you do?
Lush.
Can we clap it for Lakshmi, please? Lakshmi was inspired by good vibes, good energy, by taking action. Excellent. Some of you may have noticed your speakers, your mini speaker toolbox. You have a pen, 2 index cards, and a throat lozenge. Key, essential materials. Everywhere I go, I have something to write with. I think anything can be a story that I can use in the classroom to connect to my students. Any experience is going on. And the throat lozenge, that's, we talk all day, and there's more in the back. If you need more, please let me know. It's all yours. So, what kind of people inspire you? Sometimes, as Andrew just said, I love that quote by Confucius, where he said, the easiest way to be wise is to imitate the wise. Sometimes that's true. That's true with any skill, whether it be swimming, basketball, speaking, teaching, assessing, modeling behaviors. Success leaves clues, right? Modeling behaviors of people who are great at it. So my question for you is, what kind of people inspire you? Please take 30 seconds. If you want, you can stand up, find a new person, but describe, brainstorm. What kind of people inspire you? Go. Many great conversations about passion, enthusiasm, action. Is there anybody who would like to maybe call out a couple of characteristics of people that inspire them?
Positivity.
Positivity.
Resilience.
Resiliency.
Humility.
Humility. No, I should say that like humility.
Sincerity.
Sincerity. Sincerity.
Reflection.
Reflection.
Calmness in all situations, no matter what. Perseverance.
Perseverance.
Did we say optimism?
Optimism.
Yeah.
One wonderful words. Excellent. Great. Great. Thank you. I love this quote. I saw this on Facebook, and I guess it went viral. It was all over the place. And so all of those characteristics that we just named, optimistic, positive, resilient, perseverance, passionate, enthusiastic. When we're around those people, we know it. We don't need a PhD in psychology. We don't have to be a doctor, right? We know it. We can feel it. And one of the reasons why I love this so much is it's about being very selective with how we present ourselves, very selective with who we choose to spend our time with. The people, do they inspire you or they drain you? Pick them wisely. This is actually just an addition this morning when I saw it on Facebook, so this is Anybody like to read that aloud for us in their speaker's voice, even though we haven't quite gotten there yet, but in their initial speaker's voice? We have a volunteer. Thank you.
Children.
There you go. That's why you have the holes. That's why you got the holes.
Well, children learn more from what you are than what you teach. Like W.E.B. Du Bois.
Excellent. Thank you very much. Let's all clap it up for her for reading that. I loved how we were able to bring up all of those amazing characteristics. A question I have for you is, what would your teaching look like? What would your life look like if we were to incorporate 2 or 3 more of those characteristics in our day-to-day behavior? Think about the characteristics that you just heard. And what if we really made a conscious, deliberate, determined effort to include them? And I know you are all doing it anyway. Many times we don't even think about it. What if we thought about it? What if we made a true effort to include them into our lives and into our teaching? Students learn from who we are more than our lesson plans. Lori's my administrator giving me the evaluation on my standard-based grading. Lori.
I agree with you. Chrissy.
Thank you. I'm still grading the standards, though, for the record. When I thought of this question, I thought of a friend, and maybe we all have them, I don't know. Maybe when you hear any of my stories, I would love for you to think about your own life as well. And this friend of mine, every time I see him coming, if he's walking down the street, or if I see his number on my phone, and I pick him up, he says, "Hey Jeff, how you doing, Jeff? What's up?" Everything is good, hanging out with the family, taking it easy. So what do I have to do next? What do I have to do next? I have to ask him how he's doing, but I already know how he's doing. I already know what he's going to say, but I have to do it, right? "Hey man, how you doing? How's everything going?" "Oh, let me tell you." And then it's a 5-minute conversation of all the ills in the world. All the ills in their life, all the ills in their world. I don't know, maybe I'm the only one who, if you can relate, I'm not too sure. And then when you ask that person, you just say, "Come on, think what's going on good, what's right." I don't know, I'm just telling the truth. I'm just telling, Jeff, I can't fake it. This is about, I'm just telling the truth. And so my question is, and so we then went into this whole conversation about the truth. And whose truth is what? And is your truth more than my truth? And started getting this whole big philosophical conversation. And he saw himself as not inspirational at all. He saw himself as a truth teller. Can we be both? Can we tell the truth and be inspirational? My question is, what blocks us from being inspirational? What stops us? What stops us? Please take 30 seconds, turn to the person next to you, have a discussion about that. What do you think stops people from being inspirational? Go. stop that sharing session. I said 30 seconds, it might have been about 2 minutes. I'm walking around and I'm hearing people talk about all sorts of amazing things. Do we have any brave, courageous volunteers who would like to share something that we spoke about? Thank you.
Okay, so we talked about, finding what sometimes stops us is just having the mindset of things are, bad or whatever. And so shifting that mindset to like a gratitude mindset and seeing, the positives in the day. And my added is the idea of here, every day is a new day, it's cool, it's here, it's a fresh day. So sometimes you have a problem, you're feeling negative in the evening, you sleep on it, you wake up with fresh eyes, it's sort of that every day is a new day and find gratitude in it kind of mentality, the mind shift to a positive mindset,
Thank you. Let's clap it up for Victoria. Mr. Lucas, sir.
So, what we were talking about here was about the way you tell the story or the conversation. It has to be, it has to capture the audience at the same time, trigger reflection and thinking about whatever you're saying. Because like you're saying, you can ramble about a lot of stuff, everything can be true, but if you don't capture that audience, if you don't, that's gonna, make it happen.
I agree. Excellent. Great. Yes. Oh, sorry. Let's clap it up for Mr. Lucas.
I agree from what was said that everybody might not agree with this, but for me, somebody has no sense of humor at all can be very uninspiring. Because the situation can be really, really hard, right? And you just find something, not funny necessarily, but you just see the humor or the ridiculousness of the situation and you laugh a little bit and this kind of relieves the stress and you're able to get back to it with positivity.
Excellent. Thank you.
Prasanna.
Let's clap it up for Prasanna. Thank you. Excellent. Yes, and Ms. Donna.
What we talked about was some people spend so much time taking care of others and not focusing at all on themselves, and they never get to realize what it is that they have within them that they can't get inspired with.
Knowing who you are.
Yeah, knowing who you are that you have something to give to others.
Thank you. Let's clap it up for Prasanna. So I hope that all of you are getting your time's worth. It's been great, deep, rich conversation thus far. Powerful stuff to get us thinking about inspiration, what it takes, and how we can cultivate it in ourselves. Let's keep moving. Are you with me?
I'm here.
I heard some people say, I'm here. I think somebody said lost. So, last again. Are you with me?
I'm here.
Very good. Beautiful. Beautiful. I want to show a 2-minute clip from one of my favorite movies of all time. Maybe some of you have seen this movie before. It's called Dead Poets Society. And here, this is a scene of what a teacher, well, I'll let the scene speak for itself.
something, you have to look at it in another way. Even though it may seem silly or wrong, you must try. Now, when you read, don't just consider what the author thinks. Consider what you think. Boys, you must strive to find your own voice. The longer you wait to begin, the less likely you are to find it at all. Thoreau said most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Don't be resigned to that. Break out. Don't just walk off the edge like lemmings. Look around you. There you go, Mr. Christie. Thank you. Yes. Dare to strike out and find new ground. Now listen to your essays. I would like you to compose a poem of your own, an original work. That's right. You have to deliver it aloud in front of the class on Monday. Bon chance, gentlemen. Mr. Anderson, don't think that I don't know that this assignment scares the hell out of you, Mo.
All right, everybody on your desk? Just kidding. Just kidding. We're not getting on our desks. All right, great. What's something, is there anything that we found inspirational about that scene in of itself? Anybody like to share? Raise their hand and share for us. Miss Donna?
He's a teacher who's willing to step out of the box.
Ooh.
Step on the box.
Just and I don't know that, I think sometimes as teachers we put ourselves in a box. And we have to remember that there are different ways to reach different kids. And it's okay.
Mr. Ransom?
What I like about that scene and the real life versions of it that I've seen is the rule breaking. You know, that a lot of times to effectively reach our students, we have to establish that there's some rules, and then we have to really show them how to break the rules. And that message has always been clear from the first time I saw that to, just now. I was reminded that I think that's a really powerful part of what we're doing in the classroom.
Excellent. Thank you for sharing that. So for this next activity, and I hope that we're not like Stuart the student, we're going to work on our own power voice. We all have a teacher voice. We all have a personal one-on-one conversation voice. You see, and I just love every time I say that line, I love it because I can see people's facial responses, right? So when I said we're going to work on our own voice, some people's face start, don't worry, we're going to, everybody repeat after me, keep calm. Keep calm. And let's have fun. We're going to have some fun. I promise that. So we will shortly have some very informal, fun conversations with a colleague. What I'm not thinking about, I just want to put this in a framework for you, so when we do this, we can give 1,000%, we can succeed in it, and what we're not thinking about when we communicate, when we talk to others. Ross, I love to eat, but I can't think about the chocolate croissant. I can't. I want to do it, but when we're talking, I have to be here. Lori, we've been having some troubles with our driver, but I can't think about if we're going to keep him or fire him. I can't do it right now. When I'm talking to you, it's the most important thing I'm doing all day. Ben, I can't think about the team meeting, how it went. I can't do that. I can't do that. Are you with me? The goal is to be, when we communicate, the most effective communicators are fully present. They're not thinking about how they sound. They're not thinking about if they sound foolish. They're not thinking about if they look foolish. They're fully here and now in the moment. And that's what we're going to practice in a very comfortable and safe way. That's what we don't want. We do not want that. We don't want anybody's head exploding from overthinking. We do not want that. So now, can we all stand up? So you might see, excellent, Ron's already ahead of the ball. So is Ross. You might see many people people in positions of power and whatever it is, whatever jobs they have, industries, careers, people stand like this. Can we all stand with our hands on our hips? And yes, we might have wonderful hips. I'm not saying you don't have wonderful hips. What I am saying is that this is a power pose. Research shows that doing this literally for 2 minutes boosts our self-esteem. Just standing like this. So as I'm giving you the framework for activity, we're going to stand like this. Are you with me? We can do that. We can do that. I actually just heard a speaker, she told a story when she witnessed a blind race and how they had walkers to race, and these walkers helped them keep on track, and these people were blind. And when the victor won and crossed the finish line, she went into victory pose. And she's never seen victory pose before. We're wired to stand in positions of power. So, this sounds funny, but it's actually real. It really works. So, what we're going to do is we're going to affirm a couple of things to get our confidence up, and then we're going to continue on and speak a little bit. Are you with me? Amen. So please repeat after me. My voice. My voice. And I want you to say with similar energy and enthusiasm that I'm modeling. My voice. My voice. Matters. Matters. My voice. My voice. Makes a difference. Makes a difference. What I have to say. What I have to say. Can change someone's life. Can change someone's life. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. I'm here. My voice. My voice. Matters. Matters. Clap it up for yourself. I want you to stay into the power pose, and I want you to close your eyes. I want you to think about a time where you were extremely proud of yourself, where you're doing something that makes you feel good. It makes you feel in control in the moment, where you knew that nothing could stop you. Where are you? Who are you with? What does it look like? Go there. Now, in a standing position, please open your eyes. I want you to write down 3 sentences describing the best version of you. For example, you could say, I am creative. I am loving. Please put your name on top of the card. I am creative. I am loving. So please take a minute to write down 3 things that make you awesome, incredible, 3 outstanding qualities of you. And please do not be shy. This is not the time to be shy or humble. Let it out. Let it out. Please make sure your first name is on the card. And just a little disclaimer. Make sure the things on there, something that you feel very comfortable with. Something that you feel very comfortable with. Hands up, 5 if you need more time. Fist if we're done. 2, 3, 1, 2. Okay. Take your time. 30 more seconds, please. very studious group. I knew when I opened up that email and I saw the list of names in here, I lucked out. I lucked out. All right, about 10 more seconds. Please finish up. No rush at all, but please finish up. Just that. So do I have a person, you don't have to volunteer to do anything yet, but who wouldn't mind hearing their best qualities out loud? Do I have anybody who would like to share their card? I'm going to pick this one just because it's a little bit shorter. Yours, that's excellent. That's an essay for this one. I'm going to make eye contact. Stand. Just finished my power pose. Can we open that power pose, please? Let's get back into our power pose. If you want to do the victory stance, you can do that too with a differentiated instruction. So if you want to do the victory stance, you can do that. Or if you want to do the power pose, you have a choice. You have agency. Prasanna, you are passionate. Prasanna, you are caring and giving. And Prasanna, you never give up. Let's clap it up for Prasanna. So, essentially, that's what you are going to do, but not in this one-on-one, as a group, all together. And as you do that, we're going to focus on a few things to improve our own public speaking, body language, and presence. What do I mean by that? Volume and tone. I'm going to read this one more time. See what I do with my volume and tone. Prasanna, you are passionate. You are caring and giving. And you never give up. Find a partner. It can be somebody new, somebody you're comfortable with. Exchange cards. I want you to tell that person the best things about them. Thank you very much. Have fun with it. Rule number 2, have fun. Have fun with it.
You are
Some of you have said clap once and you went, that's okay, that's okay. All right, so first of all, that was great. Clap it up for yourselves. You all did a great job. 2, now as we read, we're going to reread the same thing. We're going to get comfortable with this text. And when we read it, we're going to focus on something a little bit different. our body language, and our confidence. Why do I have those two on the same slide? I just had a great conversation with someone, and she said, Jeff, this could be seen as a threatening pose. And I think a great distinction to make is that I think this pose is an amplifier. I don't think it has a meaning in and of itself. It's going to amplify whatever's going on. So if I'm telling Miss Donna how amazing she is, and I'm standing like this, I'm going to maximize it. If Donna's telling me how terrible I am, and she's standing like this, it's going to maximize it. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Are you with me?
Amen.
So for this, do I have another volunteer of who I can read their beautiful qualities aloud to? Thank you. Oh, okay. So we're focusing on body language and confidence. So for this one, I'm going to use my hands a lot. And you don't have to be, this is a big misconception. You don't have to be from Brooklyn to use your hands a lot. You could be from wherever you're from and still use your hands and your body language. So Mr. Brett, sir. You are an innovator. You are compassionate and you have high energy. Thank you, Brett. Let's clap it up for Mr. Brett, please. So as you're reading these characteristics to your partner, have fun. Look silly. Use your body. Use your face. Use your hands. Gesture. Take it easy. All right? Have fun. Go. Can I have one more volunteer so I can just model a little bit? Anybody with a third person? Thank you. Mr. Ron, can you please come up? Yes, John. First of all, will I agree with this list. Ron, you are dedicated. Ron, you are proud. Ron, you are caring. Let's clap it up for Ron. Just so we're crystal clear, there is no right way to do this. There's no right way, there's no secret rhythm. There's no, if you say something to me in a secret rhythm, I'm going to buy you a car. It's not going to work like that. I'm sorry. The goal is to have fun. The goal is to keep people engaged and connected. That's the goal. 30 seconds, rhythm, go. One last time, clap it up for yourselves for doing outstanding. Miss Donna raised a phenomenal point, and she said, Jeff, she had some questions about the body language and our tone, and it was such an excellent point, and I just want to make something clear, that yes, high energy is good, but sometimes this is just as effective. Sometimes our tone and our rhythm can be a whisper. It can be gentle, and our body can be low. And our body language, this isn't the end-all, be-all of body language. This was just a little fun, effective confidence booster. But sometimes, just like the old guru told me, sometimes just a hand on the shoulder, looking somebody in the eyes, all the body language you need. So thank you for bringing that point up. Thank you. Would anybody like to share maybe any questions, any connections? It could be about how this connects to student learning, how they can implement it in their practice. Just general questions, concerns for these last 2 minutes.
Well, just a connection to what you just said, and it was from Week Without Walls. Christian and I were trying to get this kid to do the rappel off the cliff. And we were trying to pump him out. Come on, you can do this! And he was petrified. And finally he basically said he was going to do it, but he said, you have to stop yelling at me. Because we thought we were being really encouraging, you can do it. Just we need to be quiet. So,
Excellent.
Be aware of your audience.
Right, you have to be aware of your audience, and as you said, this idea of listening. The best communicators, the best speakers know how to listen. Excellent job. Clap it up for Ross. Any other questions, connections?
I think we have to be, like I said, know your audience. We have kids from different cultures, and in some cultures, kids just look at me and like, why are you jumping up and down this time? What are you doing? And it's just so unusual. And I try to find a compromise between, being silly or making a comment and, letting them take in a new cultural experience and respecting where they're coming from as well. I mean, try to get kids to look me in the eye. And then I learned that in their culture, especially the Japanese culture, that's not happening. And so, I think that that's important too, is that we learn to moderate and find balance between sharing our culture and accepting cultural practices.
I agree. I think that's a great point, and that's why I actually implemented disclaimers and contracts in my class, and I let the parents know with the contract that if your child will have culture shock within 5 minutes of stepping into my classroom. So, no, I'm just joking. Excellent point. Excellent point. Any more questions, connections? Yes.
Also, I think culture and the specific that you're talking about, I have the same issue with my I have two kids, one in 9th grade, one in 12th grade, and they are completely different personality. One is an extrovert and one is an introvert. So the same methodology that I would use to kind of motivate my younger daughter would never work for my elder daughter, because it's completely polar. So I think when you realize even in your class you have different kids who are, even the personality types are different. So what necessarily works? Something that works for one would work for another.
Excellent. Thank you. And last thing, I've got 30 seconds left for your homework. I wouldn't be a teacher if I didn't give you any homework. I want you to think about what are 2 to 3 stories you could share to introduce your next unit or your next class that will hook the kids, that will engage the kids. And number 2, how can we reflect on how we carry ourselves? How can we raise our standards for how we speak, communicate in our body language to make sure we're being the best version of ourselves day in and day out, regardless of what's going on around us. You've all been great. Thank you so, so, so very much. Clap it up for yourselves.
Jeff, you?
Give me a hug. Give me a hug.
Wait,
I didn't know it was.
you are engaging, you are entertaining, and you have shared with us a valuable message today.
Thank you.
Let's clap it up for that. And I have an evaluation that I will pass out, and we will be giving feedback to Jeff. And if I can ask you to do that before we leave, I will collect it in an envelope at the door. That's right. You stay.
Not this year.